Good morning. This is Slight. We are going to be playing an Uncut Run Slight's Way on Reincarnation 8 with Mysterious Joe Cool. If you don't know what Slight's Way is, basically the essentials are don't take a starting blessing and don't reroll Geminis. And then everything else, you random a hero each time. And then there's a couple other like band scrolls and inscriptions, but that's pretty much it. I think you play on R8 or the highest difficulty, and it tends to be like one step up in difficulty. And I think it's really, really fun. Really, really forces you to be adaptable. It does make you lose a lot, though. But I'm getting better and better every time I play it. So what you're going to see today is me getting better, not me crushing it yet. But once I get, some more playtime, which I don't have a whole lot in my life right now, things are going to be uh, in a position where I can kind of exactly how to be successful. So I'm going to use my Slights Challenge generator to generate a hero. It gave me Albi. If you haven't seen my challenge generator, I will put it in the description. It's a generator that I coded. It took me like 40 hours to code. Maybe that's a slight, maybe like 20, 30 hours of work. But it is really sweet. Slights Way is just a very small piece of it. So if you are looking for a challenge, something to do with your friends, it is made to be played on lower difficulty levels. It's not just like R8 only and stuff like that. And it's made for all players. There's even some really fun stuff. It's like not really supposed to be, like hard. So I'll post a link down below. That being said, we're not being given something that we're super excited about here. I actually think that Cavalry is the pick. And don't forget to switch that into semi-automatic so we get a little bit of a DPS increase. Alright, we're playing the dog. Alright, so we need to find our first weapon here. One of the hardest things, unexpectedly most difficult things about Slight's Way is re-rolling your character each time. It really forces you to place like so adaptable. Now, as a disclaimer, if you're someone who is kind of interested in a bigger challenge, Slight's Way looks a little too daunting, feel free to augment the rules to suit your style. The reason I play Slight's Way is not to flex on people and show how good I am. I mean, most of my runs that I show it so far, I'm losing. I think all of them, in fact. So, just recognize that. So just kind of tailor it to what you need. There are certain like banned scrolls and ascensions that you don't necessarily have to do. Not ascensions, banned scrolls and inscriptions. And you don't have to be nearly as hardcore about certain parts of the rule set as I am. This bleed aggressive guy, very dangerous. Very important that I recognize there's a bleed aggressive person in the room and kill him first. Not to do that would be very dangerous. It just means that I could lose my first life that easily. Albi is a really interesting challenge because he has the potential to get really, really broken. Even early on, you just really need to know what you're doing. I don't know if Deflection Shield is quite the pick in Longling Tombs. Yeah, I don't think I can reasonably keep that. A little unfortunate. We definitely don't want that. But the dog does have one of the better secondaries early game in grenades. Grenades, which is incredibly useful, and it's kind of right here to be effective. My weapon, it gives me an extra like a second. You'd love to see that. Hey, see that? So, how am I supposed to dual wield a sniper with that kind of accuracy? Come on. All right. All right, we got a couple, honestly, fine options. Explosion enhancement's definitely not bad. The AoE increase is pretty good. Golden Comeback is incredible at defensive stuff. So we basically can't die while we're dual wielding. It's kind of the thing. And double explosions is great, especially if we get some grenade ascensions, and maybe even a blessing later. We're going to take Golden Comeback though. I think it's just a little too good not to take. And right now, I'm not going to be using dual wield except for when I think I'm going to die. Because dual wield really isn't increasing my damage very much. always, the most important thing that you can do is prioritize the right targets. Nice. Alright, and we want to leave dual wield on because it's healing me. Alright, we get 2% HP regen per second while we're using it. Well, now that my HP is low, is probably the best time to do this. 75% of current HP to gain scroll or money. Take the normal scroll. Happy to see double exhilaration. Nothing wrong with that. Alright. Okay, so we're in a very precarious position. One of the tough things about Dog is that he really doesn't have a good way to heal to regen his life. And his shield is pathetic. So it's very likely that if we do not play this next room very well, that we are going to die. And so for that reason, I'm going to... oh, did I do this vault? No, I forgot about this vault. Alright, I think we can take this vault down. We need agile. Not good. Good. Very dangerous. The great thing about dual wield with golden comeback is you are essentially invulnerable. Yeah, this seems fine. You know, we're not getting the cream of the crop here as far as our legendary scrolls that we offer, but they are serviceable. Now that we have a lot more HP, I think we're good to go. If there wasn't that vault there, I would have waited for dual wield to be up before I started this room, just so that I could press dual wield as a defensive measure. One mistake that I'm making right now is not really timing my staggers at the right time. You kind of want to wait till an enemy is starting to do something before you stagger them. Because essentially what this does is, I mean, it's a little different, but like, if I'm, basically, like I threw a grenade back into like 4 people and staggered 4 people. I know those people are doing it's actually great. I wanted to wait till that heavy crossbowman started to fire before then throwing the grenade in. So to stagger that guy on cooldown. And that's just a little bit more effective use of the stagger mechanic. Love to take all of these, honestly, but Battle Test is probably the best. Sharpshooter is incredible as well. You know, this basically gives you the ability to sort of infinitely dual wield, especially with one level Battle Tested. And it allows you to offhand more weapons, especially like a sniper that already has a little accuracy. Sharpshooter kind of lets you do dual wielding with more weapons. I am going to take Battle Tested. I just don't think there's any reason not to. And I would love to see another weapon here. Hopefully sooner rather than later. Yeah. Bleed aggressive. Very dangerous. I must focus this. Alright. I just took some bleed damage there, so I really need to be careful. And I now, oh my gosh, I did that. Okay, well, wow, that was brutal. I do not know what sniped me there. It got me that kill, or got me killed there. It was probably this guy, somebody, but it killed me through 2 golden comebacks. Wow. What happened there was I thought I had 1 more charge of golden. So when I went down to look, I was at 0, and then I died. So I don't know what I missed there, but it got me killed. That being said, something that's important about SlightSway is we always revive, even if you're early. I think one of the things that makes SlightSway fun is that, you know, sometimes these builds that, or these runs where you die early end up going really far. So, you know, take the death. Don't restart. We've got nothing to prove. And we need to get into the late game. If you just keep running the early game over and over and over again, you're going to start struggling in Act 2 and 3 because you're never seeing them, right? So I highly recommend that you revive even if you die early. Because that's what we're doing. Enhance buff, huh? So 25% damage when HP, and then another 25 when shield and armor. You know, how good is that? Not super good. Let's roll for something else. I think I like this a little bit better. I think we can exploit this, especially you know, if we get offered like an atomic bomb or something. Um, we may take that because it's dog, and everything that is a dog blessing is super overpowered. But one thing that's interesting is that the enhanced skill booster here applies to all the grenades that you throw, so it's one way to really crank it up into the stratosphere. That being said, we can switch our weapon finally. And I think we're going to put the Shrieker in the offhand and keep this guy, yeah, this Glimmering here in our main hand. Now, the reason I'm doing it this way is because the way this character works is that you get the move speed from your main hand weapon. So this has good move speed, and I'm not going to be sort of held back by the fact that I'm using a Shrieker. So I'll keep this 20% move speed this whole time, which is great. Let's go ahead and get this. Explosive bullet is fine. Nothing we're super excited about. I'm canceling it early here just because I don't need it anymore. And I want this cooldown to be going down while I'm buying stuff. So right now we don't have any elemental synergies. We've just got kind of like two weapons that are doing okay. If I was to redo this, if I had known this Peddler was here, I think I might have purchased a little bit differently. Although it didn't cost us any gold to buy these, so it's really not a big deal. Let's see what we've got. I don't want to do a miasma build. That's one thing that I don't do in Slight's Way. But this Fire Dragon is awesome. So I'll switch this out for Fire Dragon. Same kind of thing. You know, this is a slower weapon, so I want to keep on my offhand so that I'm getting the better move speed bonus from the Glimmering. And anything else I can use here? You know, I think I will take this Prism, just because it is better synergy with my things here. Now I can actually do some question damage. And I think we're in an okay spot. So let's do this. But I need to focus the most on aiming the prism. Alright, not bad, not bad. I don't feel great about that, but I don't feel terrible about it. Gosh, so sad. Golden Comeback 2 is definitely worth the pick here. Unleashed Potential is also worth consideration. Golden Comeback is just like more revives, right? And that's kind of what we need. Although I think it's pretty unique for us to die in the way that we died. You know, I think one level of Golden Comeback is actually quite good. And one of the things that we're going to struggle with pretty soon, especially as we get to Act 2, is doing enough damage. I have one sort of defensive thing there, and Golden Comeback's my only defensive tool. Really tough to know what the best pick is here. Probably Unleash Potential. You know, this is the most impact now, and I can get even more impact here by just doing a little upgrade. We have exactly what we want for any elite that we would fight. We have Decay and we have double piercing. So I feel like we're in a good spot. I think I just need to do some damage. And that's actually going to benefit us more in the long term. I do think that I am looking to get gold to come back later in the run, but for now I think we're in a good spot. Okay. Hopefully that doesn't come back to bite me. I think there's an absolutely legitimate argument for taking it. You know, I very well may disagree with myself watching this video back. Mystic Mirror's fine. Not something that you can easily play around, but the benefits that it give you are both good, so we'll take it. Alright, so we probably are going to be offered at least one elite throughout this next chain of rooms. We keep the moves 4 basically. I need to get as much value out of this as I can. Alright, nice. And now we can go back and check to make sure we didn't miss anything. I don't think we did. We probably are going to need dual wield up this next room, but this room is really long, so I think we can go ahead and get started without it. I just need to make sure to switch to my glimmering before I do my dual wield. Okay, I'm really glad that I took the Ascension. It's a lot of damage for me. I'm pretty lucky to get battle tested as early as I did. That tested was like, you need like 1 level to get that almost exclusively. So very happy with that. A little sad we're not getting an elite, because an elite would actually be better for us than almost anything else, because we're actually in a great position to take down any elite that we would find. So, a bit unfortunate there, but what can you do? We could do more of this. Expert's not bad. Overlord's not bad. All of these are great picks. You know, there's really nothing wrong here. Getting to this battle test of 3 is pretty disgusting, though, so there is that to consider. Overloading's good with our Flame Dragon, and 1 level of Ammo Expert is just really, really, really good. I think I'll go with the 1 level of Ammo Expert, because basically it allows us to do a lot more with different types of weapons, because ammo no longer becomes a problem. So I'll go ahead and take that. So I'll be really aggressive here. So that I can keep my duel going as long as I can. Oh, tanky man. Ow. I don't know what to say. It is incredible how many runs we throw in that room. Truly incredible. Wow, deadly counter's great. Most of these are actually pretty good. You know, Shrine of Recovery is better than most characters because your health is such a problem out by. Thorny Carapace is also good, but deadly counter is just too good to miss. So we won't miss it. Catch it. Alright, let's do this. I think we're well positioned for this boss and for the next rooms. Bullet Bank is great. One thing about Bullet Bank is that it converts everything to your main hand weapon. So you end up you can kind of mess yourself up by getting Bullet Bank because you never get the ammo for your secondary. So I'm not going to pick Bullet Bang. It actually has anti-synergy. Oh, wow. This is a good Wild Hunt. And Wild Hunt is actually some spicy tech on this character. Let's take this and see what else we can get. Arc Light might be good. I'd love to keep my decay weapon though, because slowing them is actually makes it a lot easier to use the Wild Hunt. This is fine, but nothing special. All right, let's roll again. It's pretty good. Okay, I think this is what we're gonna do. And the only downside is I can't hold down fire on the Sunder, which is annoying. So I can still do this. Yeah, I think this is what we're gonna do. Let's get rid of this Fire Dragon. And this guy is going to be doing the deeps. Alright. Oh, and we need to... So I did make a mistake here. I should have healed another time. And I shouldn't have pressed that button. That was a mistake. Woo! Wild Hunt tech. Okay, so why is that doing such crazy damage? Okay, why was that being so effective? A couple reasons. One is Genesis gives us a 40% chance to add extra ammo to the magazine, and it also keeps us from consuming an ammo as well. So it's kind of like adding 2 shots. That's a great combination with the Wild Hunt because we don't use ammunition, we get to shoot again, and that's the whole thing. Wild Hunt is basically capped by its reload time, right? Uh, Also, we have Ammo Expert, which gives us a 20% chance not to consume ammo. And that's kind of the tip of the iceberg. The other thing that really helps is that your offhand has 0 stability, um, or stability doesn't affect it. So Wild Hunt on the offhand doesn't actually move your cursor up as long as it's in the offhand. And so basically we're in a great position because we use the Glimmering in our main hand to get the maximum movement speed, and the Wild Hunt in the offhand so that it had no stability drawbacks. And we just have a good spot for Wild Hunt to be at, and that allowed us to do crazy damage. So I could have that. Do I like this Prism better than an R of Venom? Probably not. I think they're the same speed, too. Yeah, I think they're the same speed, so we'll take this instead. This is good, but not what we're needing. We can't ever use that. And here we do have some options. I think that overloading is just going to be the way to go. Less, it's going to be great with our Wild Hunt. The other two, we're not really getting a huge amount of benefit from them. So let's go with overloading. I think it's going to be the most impactful now. Stone Skin's incredible. Love to see that. Love to see that. All right, and I think we're in a good spot. The decisions that we're making are good, and that's what matters most. What am I trying to say? The decisions we're making matter most. We've made some mistakes. Copycat is incredibly powerful. It's actually so powerful I tend not to pick it. It's a S tier. Blessing. It's just not my favorite to play with because it basically makes the game kind of one-dimensional. So the other two are the ones that are more interesting to me. Skill Freak is just going to make our grenade better. Right now we're not using much grenade at all. We really don't even have time. So I think we're going to go with the field proficiency. It doesn't give us a big benefit now, but the overall outcome of it might actually be great for long-term stuff. So let's see how this goes. Okay. These are brutal. Oh gosh. I'm alive! Oh my gosh, that is such a good Wild Hunt. Stay calm. Easy. Okay, is this a double wild hunt game? Accuracy, stability. That's what you want. You want stability and accuracy on your main wild hunt if you're going to do both. But I don't think we can justify doing two of them. I think one will be just fine for now. And we may end up etching that. We may end up etching. One thing that is kind of cool is if we do a double wild hunt build, we can go for hopefully we can get a spore Gemini on it. That would be really powerful. And I wouldn't consider that abusing because it's such a unique situation. So, yeah. All right. Anything that we want to do here, huh? We want all of this. This all looks good too. So we want a luxurious gift box. Let's wait just in case. Just in case. Alright, and I noticed that I've lost both of my things, so I'm actually going to chill out. Oh, I might die. The double bleed! Okay, it wasn't enough. Man, I don't know if I can fight that room. My dual wield just doesn't last long enough. Okay, let's do this while we're waiting. We don't need double acceleration. Flesh and bones? I'm in. I'm actually in. Yes. Yes, please. I think that helps us out a lot. Alright, alright. Ready. Ready now. Get out of here. So we're just dancing around. Because we have flesh and bones here, we're actually in a pretty good spot. We just sort of keep recovering until it goes back up. And you can see just there how much the kick makes a big difference in how the wild hunt is performing. Oh my goodness. Alright, I'll take it. I'll take it. What is all this? We have so many legendaries across this run. Look, I'll take it. I kind of need it. But it is so fun to be doing well in a game without abusing spores and miasma and stuff. So we'll see if we can take this the whole way. No promises, of course. We'll see if we can. I do really love this wild hunt. I am going to go ahead and etch it to see if we can get something that's super useful on it. Elemental Share Gemini is probably one of the worst ones that we can get. There's no element that's really going to be very powerful. especially considering it doesn't have one. But you know, oh, nice. That's what happens. Alright, not bad. Let's see what... Oh, enhanced resolute. Yes, please. 50% move speed and 50% damage permanently. Alright, anything better than what we're currently using? Erosion ball on hit, huh? You know, this actually might be able to work, right? Because this kind of has two elements on it. Another weapon that we could be looking for if we were going to combine with our Wild Hunt is Dual Fang. I think a Dual Fang would be really, really strong for us. Is this... What are we using again? We're using Over Venom. I don't think this is quite it. You know, I don't think this is quite it, but I do think that a Dual Fang would be something that we would really love to see, especially a Dual Fang with Elemental Share Gemini. If we can get one of those, I think we're going to be sitting pretty. Just give me a second here for Google to come up. I'm actually going to save these barrels. It would be very useful. Gotta watch my back here because I'm behind enemy lines. Want to get these guys before they become a problem. Not after. Oh, I blocked you. Damage is insane. Nice. Did that all in one dual wield. And I'd like to say that as much as I have gotten some luck here, you know, like unreasonable luck, it's not exactly the reason that we're winning. I think the biggest decisions that we made were taking the Flesh and Bones has been a great pick for us. I don't think everyone would have done that. I also think that going for that Wild Hunt and recognizing how powerful it is on our character is really caused us to be as effective as we are. And the rest has been good luck. Battle Tested 2 does look juicy, but Survival Instinct is great for us. Adrenal Rush is incredible for us. More HP per second. I am going to go Adrenal Rush, even though I really want to go Battle Tested 2. There is a really great argument for going Battle Tested 2 in the sense that if you can get to 3, then you're kind of set. So, you know, I actually think that it's not an easy pick. You know, Battle Tested 2 does have significant. It's a slight increase in the current dual wield duration compared to what it was. So we're essentially getting 25% more duration, which is not a huge amount, but level 3 is basically. The thing is that we do want to refresh our dual wield. So I'd kind of be happier to see Sharpshooter than to get more battle tested. So let's go with Adrenal Rush almost immediately. And I think it synergizes better with our Flesh and Bones build here. One little thing that you just heal up here. Ah, there you are. Oh, there's some behind me. Alright, we're going to change just a sec. I'm good on ammo because the ammo expert. Lightning Enthusiast is worthless. I'm not going to spend the rest of these because I do want this refresh. Maybe I need the HP. getting weapons I can't use. I think it's fine, but doesn't really do enough damage. The ability to slow enemies with decay is actually allowing me to hit with Wild Hunt a lot better. Another mistake that might be easy to make, sure, we'll take that. It hurt. Gets it out of the pool if nothing else, and it's quite cheap. Another mistake people can make is not keeping a weapon that you can put down fire on, because I need that. I need that for my unleash potential to really be working, right? I need to be continuously firing with at least one weapon. And so Ammo Expert with this Aura Venom and Genesis allows me, basically means I can continuously fire for pretty much the entire time. Make sure I'm aiming. Right. We've got treasure vault and anything else over there? What I can see. Alright, I'll take it. And see, if we had quit this run early just because we died, I mean, we would have missed out on all this stuff, right? Granted, we only have one life, right? So it's dangerous, don't get me wrong. But, you know, we're okay. Alright, okay. Capacity overdraft, really not what I'm looking for. It's fine. I turned dual wield on just so I can get the heals up. Airbag is worthless. Dash 3 is great. Right now we have literally no need for this or this. So dash, we're happy to have an incredible third option, considering the first two options are literally worthless. And I'm going to go ahead and go in, even if my duel is not perfect yet, because I think I can kind of get started now that my build's getting a little bit more powerful. Close. One thing that I could get better at is reading these challenges. How does clothing overcome something? See? Puts him in the same spot. Right? Try to kill these guys who are on the outskirts first. Close call 1 would be great. Oh man, all these are so good. So when max HP is decreased by 25, immune to normal damage, not elemental damage. So at least one level of this is always really, really good. Just because it really improves your survivability. Basically keeps you from getting one shot. The thing is, it doesn't cap the damage that you took at 25%. So it's like if you take a big hit, you're just immune to damage for a couple seconds. So that really only helps us when we're taking normal damage, and it gives us some time to heal. Floating would be great. I think it synergizes with our current build quite well. So I think I'm going to go with the I think I want more damage. Close call used to be a little bit better before, Golden Comeback was as good as it is. We'll take a second here to just go through everything I have. I've still got this Elemental Share Gemini. I would be loving a dual thing. as an option. That was my Discord, not yours. Uh, we've got this Wild Hunt +5, so nothing crazy there. We've got Adrenal Rush, Golden Comeback, and Battle Tested, which is really, really good to have. 2 levels of overloading are synergizing really well with our reload time on our Wild Hunt, and we're using the Aura Venom to get the unleashed potential because we can just kind of keep firing that. We're not having any ammo problems at all because 1 level of ammo insert solves all of your problems. So let's pump this just a little bit. I don't want to spend too much money. You know, I do need the ability to etch if I need to. So we're just going to do 1. Our damage is already crazy. If we were struggling with damage, I'd spend more. But I do want to sit around with, you know, at least a little bit. Okay, so now, well, we're at 600. Okay, so I was considering upgrading and then doing this to lose HP. But there's no, I don't want to get rid of any of that. So I'm definitely not going to do this. All those normal inscriptions are incredible on that Wild Hunt. Rare inscription is almost certainly going to be worse. Rerolling everything on either of these weapons is not going to be super useful, but getting 1 weapon level is great. At +6 now, every upgrade is going to cost 600. So I don't need to go upgrade and then do this to reap the benefits. I can just go for it, take the damage, and let Flesh and Bone do its thing. Alright. All enemies transform. Okay, so this is the pull these first. The biggest way that I'm going to die here is if I let a lot of those things bounce me around. So I need to kill them. Wow, not the most. Hide in the wall, huh? Okay, now they're down here. And I'm out of dual wield, so I'm actually going to chill. I'm in no rush. I'm in no rush. You know, this is a little bit boring. It's part of what it means to play dog. You know, and the whole point, one of the main things you have to solve with dog is, like, how do you play around dual wield? You know, and so kind of stuck doing stuff like this. I think I'm in a position where I can move forward now. Luckily, my damage is pretty good. Gotta watch my health. It wasn't shooting. My aura. I hope he splits them also. I was curious if the splits also had a chance to spawn an enemy who's with advantage. Looks like that is not the case. Happy to see that. See you later. It is incredible how much solving ammo problems helps with certain builds. This one especially is like very much like that. Alright, and we got a challenge here. Now this is Dragon Kyan. We really probably need to just absolutely... Oh, it's not. If it's Dragon Kyan, we just need to go, like, stay right on top of it, which is high-risk maneuver, but I really don't think there's another way to play against that particular enemy. We don't really use our dual wield until we have to, right? Happy to kill every enemy as fast as possible. Nice. Alright. We still are kind of playing without very much in the way of blessings. We've only got given a lot of these. I would love to play against an elite right now. Berserk Soul is great. It's just going to give us a shot for each HP missing. This Preemptive Strike's probably not going to affect us too much. Extravagant Consumption is good. We're going to be spending our money on this Wild Hunt as we move forward. If I remember correctly, I do... Let me check something real quick. If I have access to do some upgrades here, then I may take it. Otherwise, I don't want to just lose it. If I had a Craftsman accessible, I would definitely take this. But because I don't, I'm basically risking losing 1,000 gold at only a 10% damage gain, which is not enough. We're going to take Berserk Soul. Tough choice, though, honestly. Tough choice. There's a fine argument for not that direction. Alright, I think that's that for this room. Keep going. Okay. I should have known this was happening, actually. It's like it's whoop. Alright, I actually need to just buy time. My dual wheel. Okay, I can't fight them. Just this. Hey, check this out. Wow, one hit that absolutely destroyed me. Okay, I think we're going to do this. Nice. Right, don't want that. Let's look at all the weapons first. It's not meaningfully better than what I'm currently using. Ammo Expert 2 doesn't really help us very much. Sustained fires 50% extra damage. I think I want to go for the Survival Instinct, though. I definitely don't think I need Ammo Expert currently. I just don't think that really does a lot for us, but more survivability is going to be really great. I do need to make sure that I'm capitalizing on the fact that I have multiple dashes. But yeah, I definitely almost died in that room. Overloading 3 is probably the way to go. Ammo Expert 2 is not super useful. Precise Explosion doesn't really synergize with what we're doing. But let's see how fast our reload is. Very fast. Very, 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 very fast. And I'll actually spend... Well, I'm about to fight a boss, so I don't need to spend the money here. And wait. Alright, we got this guy. I'm not too worried about this guy. I think our damage is pretty insane. Fire damage. It's not better, really. Oh, this isn't bad, right? Oh wow, there's that concealed ammo. With the reload time is actually pretty insane, but I'm not going to do a hard switch now. I like to take the Evil Banishing Totem, use an Evil Banishing Talisman. I think that's where we're at. So we are as strong as we are going to be. Go ahead and spend 2. Do want to save some money for Etches coming up. And we're looking for a dual Fang. Although granted, we won't be etching anymore. We will just be... we won't be etching. Everything after this point is going to have a Gemini on it. So I think I'm actually good to go. Let's pump it. You're dead. Nice. Okay, I think we made the right call there. I don't know if that actually works with us. Right, Battle Tested 2 is probably the way to go. Double Explosion isn't helpful. Explosion Enhancement does't synergize what we're doing. I will gladly take this. Oh, let's get our money. Now, one thing I didn't do is... Well, see, now, there's only certain elemental share stuff that I even kind of want. You know? I mean, kind of looking for something very specific for it to be effective. I don't know what else I would even get. This is incredible. This is not incredible. Although it does make us better when we're not dual wielding. There's an interesting thought there. I think Weapon Genius is just absolutely... Whoops. I didn't mean to do that. The way this works is weapon and one share their highest level. So, well, this is actually going to work out great. So I have a plus 10 more of it right now. Alright, second. Oh, yes. Ancient timer? Are you joking? Alright, this is Foundry stuff. Ouch. Heal up real quick. One little thing, I don't know if you knew this, but Adrenal Rush, 1% HP will trigger on killing barrels and stuff. I think that only I do have my Life Guardian up. Okay, good to know. No. What? Alright. This. Look at this. Look at this artwork down here. You can see the reeds. That's all I got. Such a tough room. They take 60% damage, and then that damage is divided out over time. Right. I'm just gonna keep pumping. Now that uses a lot of our gold. But I'm about to get some gold. And I'm finally gonna be able to fight a bad guy. Fireball. I am done. Now that cooldown time is ridiculous. Oh, I think I had like 500 HP there because of the copycat. Ember Eruption is worthless. It does give us some benefit more than others because of Wild Hunt. So we'll take it. But it is very weak. That might have been worth picking up. Alright. It's a crit. No, I can't do it. I don't think I can do it. No. That's just going to be a miasma. Where's this dual Fang at? Sure. I think that kills this one. Elemental share. Not so great. Okay, boss. We like bosses. They die quickly. Elemental share. Yay! Dang it. Well, we could re-roll it, though. Yeah, that's right. We can re-roll. Okay, alright. Sweet. Okay, but there's an option. There's options here. Lucky Ammo's pretty good. I think we're just going to go for one of these two. Adrenal Rush probably the most effective. Triple comeback is insanely good. Yes, please. Okay, so we would love to see anything that will let us re-roll this dual thing until we can get the elemental share Gemini on it. So we will be on the lookout for that or a better thing. I want to throw away these triple next things. They are very bad. Alright. Speaking of which. See over there. Stay alive. man, I did not see that guy from the other side. Alright, that. Very tough. Very tough. Okay, but we got it. Hopefully we can get a reroll out of this eagle chest over here. That would be awesome. Yes, reroll. Okay, alright. Let's go. Let's go. It's incredible. Wow. Holy crap. It's so good. Alright, I'll take it. I'll take it. It's a shame we can't reforge, but we did get better. And let's, dude, shamelessly pump that thing. I think I am forgetting to use my quick dashes effectively. Getting a little too lost in the sauce there. Happy to see Twin Gunner here. It's big damage increase. It is going to pose an ammo problem for us, so we'll be on the lookout for level 2 or an ammo expert level 2. But we do now have 50% lucky shot chance and even further cooldown. So this field proficiency is really paying off for us. 50% lucky shot is so good. And 30% cooldown reduction on the dog especially is incredible. This weapon would have been absolutely disgusting if it was well with Gemini. But yeah, if we gotten that elemental Gemini, we'd be just doing crazy damage. How did this happen? No. Continue. Nope, don't that. The only thing we're looking for is more opportunities to re-roll. Okay, we'll get somebody. What can we get rid of? Capacity overdraft has no effect on this. So we're happy to do that. And as we can. And alright, a glazed bear got nice. All right, very successful. All right, we're doing good. This dual thing is actually doing quite a bit of work considering we have the weapon genius, so it's getting that plus 16. I think we're in a great spot to take out these elites and see if we go. Remember to use my double dash there. Easy. Love those big heads. Rich privileges, maybe? I guess that's Purtus. Share elemental effects. Wow, that's great. Twin Gunner 2 is probably the pick here. It's just going to help us not consume so much ammo. We're getting a huge benefit from having level 1 as far as our damage is concerned. But we are also losing a lot of damage because we're only shooting like 1-2 shots per reload. So, yeah, we'll take rich privileges. I thought this was the other one that reduces and takes our money, but this is fine. I mean, it's not super great. Okay. No. Against the flow is fine. Unnecessary. Doesn't really help us very much. All it does is like keep our dual fang from ever reloading. Is that good? Good enough. And okay, sweet. We got a vault that we can still go into. Battle tested 3, Twin Gunner 3. There's nothing wrong with Battle tested 3 here. I mean, I think we have to take that. We get to decide when we want to end the thing, but honestly, it isn't the best. I mean, we do have to turn it off just so we can get more charges of gold comeback. So that is something to keep in mind. We got? Sure. That's a great one. Sure. Could have taken, I guess, the mask there, but I think this is better. Right. Boat boss it is. Don't think this is necessarily better for us, but I do think we are. I think we're pretty good against both bosses, honestly. All right. Vindictive nature, sure. Fire enthusiast. Let's go. Let's go. That's what we wanted. All right. Those combos really, really good. And rush 3. And let's send it. I think we're in a great position to win this round. And I just, as a reminder, we would not have been. We died early, so we would not have had this run if we quit. Yes. Think carefully. Got it. Fake death is great. Ultimate Gambler is not nearly as good because they're all going to be reduced. Overconsumption is actually still quite good. There's really, like, how many old scopes do I have? I mean, I've got 4 times 6 is 24. So that's 24% reduction. Plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 29. plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 times 2 is 22. So it's like a 50% reduction in it. Somewhere in there, if I'm doing my math correctly. So it's either fake death or overconsumption here. And I think I want more damage as opposed to not dying. I think I'm already got not dying. So where am I at? So yeah, I'm only getting half the benefit, which is a huge benefit. Just want to keep an eye out when we come back. We'll basically got the upgrade. Opportunity to reroll. Let's see if we got the reroll. Reroll. All right. Ah, it's still great though. I'm loving that it's still so good. Alright, we'll come back for the craftsman. Yeah. Ooh, nope. I'm glad this doesn't not let you discard it. That would be so. Yeah, I gotta go all the way back here with this craftsman. Oh, I can itch. Sweet. But I can't reforge. That's right. That's great. I got it. It's even better. I am happy that we've gotten 2 good Dual Fangs the last 2 rerolls, because Dual Fang can be a little underwhelming sometimes. Okay, so this is the dashing, big damage thing. So immortal. Come back. But don't do this. All right. Very cool. Spores. And then we got a phosphor here. Immortal. That's one. Not ready for. Or penguins sneaking up behind me. almost missed him. Nice. Alright, blue light, that's perfect. Love to see that. Let's get some red numbers in there. Let's get some red numbers. And we'll get our Ascension and move forward. I need to stay focused though. It's very easy to lose the run at this point, thinking that everything's set up. Everything's easy. Sure, it actually helps us. We'll take it. Ah, yes. You guys. Such a giant alien. Need to be extra careful with these Mandrils. Maybe an opportunity for the wall. Nope. That's okay. Let's go luxurious. Third time unlucky, I think it's totally fine. I will take it again. I'm gonna look out for these. So scary. Just play back. Drag them into the Russian winter. Keep pumping the hurts. And we got a boss here. I don't think I'm super interested in fighting the boss. I don't think I need it, so I won't do it. I think it's actually a higher risk than a reward. If it's that Mandril Cavalry, for instance. Back the old sweet spot. Here we go. So scary. Alright, energy storage, sure. I don't think that can hurt us. Survival instinct, Ember eruption. Let's go for survival instinct. I think that has the most synergy. And I think next up is the bear guy. Grenade master. Alright, let's send this. I do see this over here. Maybe there's a dual Fang with our name on it. Nope. Nope. And sure. What's that? Alright. Let's finish out strong. Okay. Sure, I'll take that. Heal him up. I didn't end up getting my Gemini, unfortunately, but I do think that we gave it the best shot that we could. We'll pump this. Oh, just barely not enough. Actually, I should recycle something so that I can do it, because I'm sure I have something that's not being super useful. Membership. Perfect example of something that is unneeded. Right. Boom. All right. That's my first win on Dog in SlightRNG. Feels good. It's good. And so I think that field proficiency really came in big, plus 100% lucky shot. I think we were doing great damage even before we got weapon genius, but all the slug shot that we had helped us scale a lot. Consumption shows that it's one of the most overpowered things in the game because I can get it right at the end of the game and it still gives me massive bonuses in pretty much every capacity. And I had a lot of legendary scrolls this game. The big winners here, um, the big decisions that I think helped us win the game. Obviously, Deadly Counter, getting that was super good. Unreasonable Luck as well. Winning combination, these are extremely powerful. But Flesh and Bones was a choice that really paid off with Enhanced Resolute. We're happy to find our Enthusiast. Is there any scroll choices really that came into play beyond that? I don't think so. And then just noticing that this Wild Hunt is going to be pride and joy, just because it has effective range and accuracy. Now, one thing that you may not have noticed in this run is that I was actually kind of sniping with the Wild Hunt when I was killing those uh, UFOs that were really far away. That was because I have the effective range on this weapon. So plus 100% accuracy, plus 100 effective range, and minus 55% reload is the cream of the crop as far as dog's usage of Wild Hunt because we don't need the stability because the stability is 0 on our offhand weapon. We tried with the dual fang, and it's what's interesting is with Slightsway, we still have a couple opportunities to get the Gemini that we wanted, even though we pretty much only had one weapon that would Gemini with the other weapon we were going to use, like one weapon type, excuse me, like one literally specific weapon, dual fang itself, and it needed a specific Gemini to work. Um, and so we didn't get that. We got like 3 options at it. And if we did, then we would have been even more busted than we were. But clearly, we were doing plenty of damage there. So anyway, hope that was fun. Hope that you were able to learn something. And let's get rid of this, and let's finish out the run while dueling. So I think one of the other things that came in was the choice to get Unleash Potential and to make sure that it was playing around it the entire game. That plus 60% damage and plus 20% lucky shot early helped a lot with damage. So we did 64% of our damage with the Wild Hunt, and the Dual Fang actually came in with quite a bit of damage there. Really did. The Dual Fang, I think we were very lucky to have 2 very powerful Dual Fang duels. Um, Enhanced Resolute, so good. Killed 9 elites, and I think that covers it. I'll see you in the next one.